Capital Salute 561-772-954-305. We on live nationwide. So I just wanted to jump on the track. It is November the 14th, 2018. And I just wanted to jump on to talking about basically disciplining your child, and should you discipline your child or not. And I'm just going to jump into the discussion. I do feel children should be disciplined at all times, because in the world we live in right now, if you don't discipline your child, nobody else feels empathy to not discipline your child. So it's good to teach your child respect at the home, because when you teach them respect at the home, it goes abroad. They go out into public and they show exactly what you taught them. So it's absolutely necessary to discipline your children. Now, with this day and age, as I was growing up as a child, our parents disciplined us. Our parents disciplined us. Our neighbors disciplined us. Our teachers. I went to a school that was a private school. It was a Christian school in Riviera Beach, Florida, and I must tell you that those teachers beat you with a ruler or whatever they could find, belts or whatever. But that's what these kids need nowadays. I'm not saying let anybody beat on your child, because no, that's not what you should be doing. You shouldn't be letting anybody just hit on your child, because nowadays people will child abuse your child, So it's always good to know who's disciplining your child, maybe a parent, okay, you're the mother, the father can discipline them, okay, you have an aunt or uncle, but not even them too much, because sometimes it be inside jealousy that they carried for years, and they take it out on your children because your children look just like you. And now in the United States where we stay at, it's becoming a lot more adult and children violence. Like, I really don't understand it. How can a child press your button for you to abuse this child like they were an adult, even though you shouldn't put your hands on anyone? But just simply saying, like, this world has come to, like, it's ridiculous. Like, there's no way a child can push me to my limit where I'm going to put my hands on this child. But it all goes to saying you have to discipline your children, because if you don't discipline your child, someone's going to discipline your child for you, because they're not going to have the same empathy that you have for your child, So I do think that it's very detrimental to have the kids being disciplined. I'm not saying beat your child or beat them until they cannot see, but make sure that they're not just doing whatever they want, The Bible says, spare the rod, spoil the child, and that's basically it. If you spare the rod, you're going to spoil your child, and that's basically it, and a lot of these kids are growing up without any spirit, any soul in their body. They're disrespectful to anybody who will listen. And now we curse. I'm not gonna lie. Anytime we were around our parents, we curse. But these kids are deliberately right in front of an adult just wanting to curse. We at least had respect for the adults, because we knew that that would get back. And I just wanted to get on that, the lack of discipline, and this is what it has come to, because a lot of people felt like, okay, back in our days, our parents did beat us. They beat us for everything, literally. Okay, you don't got to beat your child for everything, and you don't have to beat your child, because it is illegal to beat your child now. You can punish them, put them on punishment, make them take away their video games, They have too many luxuries. We had none of those things. We had Nintendo when it first came out, but that was about it, These kids are spoiled, rotten. They have internet, social media. We had none of these things. And then you wonder why these kids are so corrupt. They are corrupt. They're not even playing. And that's why I feel like it's imperative to discipline your child. Yes, it's imperative. And if you're one of those parents that's like, oh, I don't have to discipline. Okay, yeah, you don't have to discipline your child if your child listen. If you have a child that listen and they're good at school and they have all A's, there's no reason to discipline. But there's times when your child do not listen. Every child doesn't listen. Every child doesn't listen to every word their parents say. Sometimes they have objections. And those objections come with discipline. Discipline is fundamental. You feel me? And that's why we have kids out here misled into games, because they have no discipline. We have more kids not going to work because they have no discipline. We have more kids dropping out of school because they aren't disciplined. We have kids picking up guns and going to shoot other people because guess what? They're not disciplined. And they have parents that are their age, they're young, so basically they're like 20 years younger than them or older than them, so they're like kids themselves. So basically them disciplining them is like, get out of here, you my homegirl or my homeboy. And I'm not saying it's not okay to be your child friend. It is okay to be your child friend. My mom used to always let me know she wasn't my friend, but she kept it on a level where I could talk to her about anything. So it's okay. It's okay to be your child's friend. I feel like there's a level of friendship. You have certain friends. It's that friend that you can play with, and then it's that friend that you can't play with. Your parents are those friends that you can't play with. Okay. And respect goes a long ways too. You have to respect each other. A lot of these parents don't respect their children. They call them names. They call them out their names, and that's a level of respect. You can't do that. You can't call these kids for years dummy. You can't do this. You feel me? You can't call them names out of their names and expect these kids to get up on big and love you. No, that's not gonna happen. But I just want to jump on the topic because it's a lot going on in the world today. And if a lot of us can look inside ourselves and see what we can do as a whole to better the situation, it's calling attention to things that need to be notified and seen, because the main thing that we have a problem in society is our youth. And if the youth are learning from the adults, evidently the adults aren't teaching them anything. Now, don't get me wrong. I know very, very, very excellent parents that are A1. But I know parents that really don't care. So I know both sides of the road. And it's sad when you have parents, they're young. They don't care. They ain't get no high school education. So they're not worried if their kids get a high school education. And they're not worried if they passing because they didn't have that in their home. So these are the things that parents should look for. I mean, even if you didn't have it, I understand we got whippings so many times that we don't want to whip our children. Okay, cool. Discipline your child. Take away those video games. Stop those after school activities, things to do. Stop those munchies that they like. It's other ways to discipline your child than beat them. It's other ways that you can have your child corrected without abusing them. So I do think disciplining your child is very fundamental. If you aren't disciplining your child, now is the time to start disciplining your child, because people can tell when your child is ill-mannered and very ill-mannered. I can tell when a child has no manners, and those are the type of children that I don't want to deal with, and that's probably everyone's perspective, and I wouldn't harm anybody's child. I would never put my arms or my hands on anyone's child because of what they said or what they did, but it's going on in the world. So you have to look at both sides of the elements. Why is this happening? And why are the adults allowing it to happen? Okay, so we have one side of the story, It's three sides of the story. It's their story, his story, and the truth. And the truth lies that there's no discipline in the school district or at home, period. You know, that's just facts. I mean, you can go read about it yourself. And what they're doing is they're hiring these young teachers. They're very young too. And these teachers are little patient. They have no patience at all with these kids. Their patience are 0 to none. You know? So you send your child to school to learn, evidently, to get an education, but they're coming to school to be belligerent and acting up in class, and you got this young teacher who's not too far away from this child. It's like disrespect at a whole nother level, and now they took it there. Like, people, it's just common sense to know what's going on in the world. You know, it's common sense. You know. But they have so much other things that they're involved in that they won't even look and see what's the main core problem. You feel me? Now, if they were to start homeschooling, it'd be a whole nother ball game around here, because now them same bad kids, they would have to be able to manage and maintain, you know. So it's just to say, you know, it's a lot going on in the world right now. If you have children, I don't have children of my own, but I have nieces and nephews that I love, and I tell them to, you know, be respectful to adults. So if an adult do something to you, make sure you tell your mother, you know, things like of those sort, you know, so that they don't get themselves entwined into anything, and have that adult to child talk. Like, you know, you can't handle things, but I'm your parent, so if anything happens, I can handle it, so they can trust you. And things happen in school or outside of the home, they'll come back and tell you. So I just wanted to jump on the track. I see that needed to be said as a whole, so I hope this video reached many. Drop your comments, your likes, subscribe. Tell me, do you think discipline should be enforced for your children, or no discipline? Okay. All right. It's been good. Salute.